be reading a book called The Stories That Julian Tells. And in this book, the author uses some special phrases that help us to imagine what Julian's talking about. These phrases are called similes. Can you say that, please? Similes. Very good. Similes are a type of figurative language that use the words like or as to compare two different things. Authors use these so that we can visualize in our minds what they're talking about in the book. Here are some examples. He runs as fast as a cheetah. They're comparing this little boy's running to the speed of a cheetah. Why would they call him a cheetah? What does that help us understand? Mackenzie? Because he is so fast. It helps us understand just how fast he is. She was as fearless as a superhero. As fearless as a superhero is a simile. It helps us to understand just how brave this little girl is. She's as fearless as a superhero would be. My blanket is as soft as a feather. Soft as a feather is a simile. What does that help us understand about the blanket? Casey? It's so soft. We can imagine a feather, and we know how soft that would be, and that helps us to imagine the blanket. So the boy is being compared to a cheetah to show that he's very fast. You guys already got that one. Let's look at this one. The thunder was loud as a drum. As loud as a drum is a simile. Okay? So I want you to look at this carefully. Whisper to your neighbor, what two things are being compared? So what two things are they saying are like each other? Turn and whisper to your neighbor really quietly what you think it is. Class?
Oh, yes.
What two things are being compared? The thunder was as loud as a drum. Who spotted the two things being compared? Let's see. Kingsley, what two things are being compared? The thunder is being compared to a drum. What do you think that this means? Why do you think the author is comparing a thunder to a drum? Mackenzie?
Because they're almost as both as loud.
They're both very loud, and we can imagine how loud a drum is, and it helps us to think about what the thunder might sound like. Very good. All right. On this one, you are going to try it. I want you to think about a tall boy. How could we create a simile about a tall boy? We're going to need to think of something that is also tall. So I want you to stop for just a second and think about something that is very tall. Abby, what can you think of that is very tall? A giraffe. So if we wanted to talk about how tall the boy is, we could think about a giraffe. How would we put this in a sentence, like the sentences we've seen before? Anna Claire?
The boy is tall as a giraffe.
The boy is as tall as a giraffe. A simile uses those words as. Very good. We can also use the word like. Can you think of a way that we could say this with the word like? Anna Carol?
The boy is tall like a giraffe.
The boy is tall like a giraffe. And that helps us to visualize what a giraffe looks like, and it helps to explain just how tall he is. Go ahead and type yours up, and you can submit it. As we read the story Julian tells, we're going to be looking for similes where Julian compares different things to help you visualize what he's talking about.